What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live on our another rendition of I Love the 90s, and the year is 1997. 1997 is not a bad year. Not as many things in the year as been in previous years or probably years to come, but they still did have some really good things. As always, I can't do that without the crew. We're going to reminisce on this stuff. Phenom 202. What say you?
Phenom 202 GDA representative. 97, we gonna see. I think musically it was good. Movie wise and TV show wise, we got to get into it to see. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. I'm with you there, Phenom. I'm with DDA here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's like 97. I was looking on it. I was like, 97 was a great year because honestly, 97 was a great year in my personal life. Back in school, I was wilding. We was wilding, having the time of my lives. And I realized the reason I was having the time of my life was because I wasn't watching the TV screen or the movie screens. You know what I mean? So I was outside. We was outside.
Some 97 was a good year, man. It's I think I barely watched television that year in 97 for real.
That's what I'm saying. It was a good year.
I was into all other type of antics and whatnot.
I know why the people start coming in, man. Like, I mean, how y'all been though, man? Let's just
been good, man.
Y'all. Let's let's folks gather.
I mean, good, man. I know the draft is today. Some folks ain't too happy about what the picks they've been getting, for their teams.
Pistons is pretty horrible right now. We good. It is what it is. Go ahead. I know. What's up with you? Everything good in your life, man?
Everything good, man. I'm tired of being a damn Uber, yo. These kids need to get licenses, yo. I can't get them kids to get licenses. Now they like, all right, I'll get it now. I'm like, driving one to work, then take another one to work, then take another one to work, then pick them up. It's like me and the missus, man, we'd be all over Northern Virginia trying to get kids to work.
Yeah. It's funny because I was talking to this dude at my son's practice, like basketball practice, because he was like, yo, his son, like his youngest is here, he got older kids, like doing this and that. He was like, yo, we got my oldest a car. He's like a senior or whatever. He's like, yo, he thought we got him a car because like he was like a great kid, love him. Not saying he don't love him, but it was just funny way he said. He's like, no, he's like, yo, I was just tired of driving these motherfuckers everywhere. So now I make him drive. People like here. He was like, yo, he thought he got a car because he's like a great student. He was like, motherfucker, no, I got you this car because I'm tired of being y'all Uber.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, it's like that, yo.
Super fact, yo. I think in 1997, I got my first car. Like my first car.
Okay, there you go. There you go. What was it? What was it?
It was a 1982 Honda Civic. It was brown with a doo-doo brown door. And I'll tell you this. I was so pressed to drive. That shit ain't passed inspection the first time, right? I didn't care, yo. So I called. Shout out to Clint. That's big brother to me. I'm like, yo, you want to ride to the mall with me? He down to go anywhere. I scooped him up. We just walked around the mall, drove around that joint till that joint. Yo, make it so bad the spark plugs burnt out like a month later. Like I never heard that. I was I went to ODU, and I was just walking because I wanted to drive somewhere. So I went to school. It was in the summertime. Shit broke down over there, yo. So 82 Honda Accord, yo.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I mean, at least you had a car because we was in college. There was a lot of folks that ain't have rides. They was getting rides to go places. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Big Mike.
I got lucky though when I was in college because I did have a ride at this time. That actually, I took a date to see this movie in particular right here, and this movie was actually one of the biggest movies and probably one of the biggest selling movies of all time. I actually took her out on this date. I won't say her name because she's married now, but the date was good. It was fun, and it was a great movie. Great movie. The movie is Titanic. Look, everybody has seen this movie. This movie is fantastic, directed by James Cameron, and it's simply about this epic romance in the middle of a disaster of the Titanic being hit by the iceberg. And I think what makes this movie so good is that even though the movie is about the event of the Titanic sinking, it's really about the relationship between Rose and Jack. And it's a really fantastic movie. This movie broke box office records and won 11 Academy Awards, man. I know you guys have seen this film. What are your thoughts about Titanic?
I mean, shout out to Bill Burr, yo. Check out the channel if you haven't, yo. Titanic was a horror movie. It's funny though, because I like when the reaction launched on the channel, I rewatched it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Titanic wasn't that good of a movie, yo.
What?
It wasn't that good of a movie.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, so I can't really speak.
You're going to have to. Okay, go ahead. I'll let you.
When I say that, right, let me rephrase that. It wasn't. I don't understand. I mean, it was a love story. I mean, it was a chick flick. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the plot and the storyline, the shit was so not good, yo. Like the only thing you know from Titanic is that picture you got right there, with Leonardo holding on to Rose right there. Him running from Billy Zane the whole movie, and the Titanic is sinking. What else happened, yo? Like for real, what else happened?
I'm with you as far as that goes. It's been a minute since I saw it, but just in general, like is it some like super great acting, super great this? Like Cameron just did what he did with it, yo.
Oh
he has some epic scenes, like epic.
The flooding of the ship,
like
the effects in this movie were incredible.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But I ain't talking about the effects. I'm talking about the acting in the story. Like, was it really like super great, yo? I've never been like a big Billy Zane fan anyway, so that's probably one thing. But I mean, it did what it did. It served its purpose though. Like, I mean, like I said, Cameron, he had enough story, like a plot line, like not even a story. He had a storyboard. He said, "Yo, I'm about to make this shit look good," and he did make it look good. Even the epitome, the apex of chick movie. Like that shit look good though. Like you watch that shit on camera, like on film, like especially.
Like
it looked good. So he took what he had and made it. I mean, lemonade for real.
Gosh, I am really on the opposite fence with you guys, man. With this, I think it is a great movie.
I've seen it lately, so
I think it's a great movie with the effects. I think the movie does a really good job of telling two stories. The story of the Titanic is very accurate all the way until the sinking, the time, all that's very accurate. But it also does a very good story of telling this love story in the middle of this disaster that's about to happen. And I thought Leonardo DiCaprio and God, I can't remember her name, but I'll just call her Rose. I thought they did a fantastic job. I thought their chemistry was palpable. You know, I thought it was great. It was so great that by the end of the movie, you really feel for not only Leonardo, Rose, and so many other people on the boat that wound up perishing. I felt sorry for the musicians. Who should feel sorry for the musicians? But I felt sorry for them, you know. But I really did enjoy the film. But I think this is the thing that we all have talked about. Do you think Rose should have put his ass up on that boat, yo? She could have got his ass up on that. I think everybody can agree.
Yo.
I mean, he could have got up there, man. He could have squeezed on there somewhere. What y'all don't think so?
Oh, I mean, everybody knows that, yeah. And honestly, I used to blame her. Now I blame him, because I've been like, why the fuck your ass is say like scoot your ass
Why
over?
you say scoot over? Yeah,
because I would have been like, she be like, stop shaking it, because I'm gonna be like, her ass about to roll up, because I'm gonna be trying to get up on that. I'm not saying
that's what I'm saying. Like his ass is freezing, yo. I would have been like, yo, you're gonna have to scoot over, man. You're gonna have to let a brother shine on here. I mean, come on. I mean, they in love, but damn, she could have. But I see your point. She could have scooted over or something. But
I mean,
you know,
he was already on top of her on the ship. Why can't he get on top of off the ship?
There
you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Got in trouble. Yeah,
I feel you. Yeah, he
first time
should have squeezed on. He should have squeezed on, man. But you know, okay, that's interesting that you guys don't feel the same about the Titanic the way I do. But then, to each his own. And thank you, Kathy, for Kate Winslet. That's her name. I could not remember her name to save my life.
Yeah,
but you know,
Kathy. I mean, it's a switch up the picture core. It's
oh yeah.
I mean, as far as the movie goes, like I mean, it's not a bad. I mean, it's a great movie. I shouldn't say it's not a. It's a. I mean, it looks good. I mean, they did everything they need to do on it, and switch it up. Why you ain't got to add it? Why you switch it?
I did it.
Yeah,
I did it.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So, like, it's a great movie. I mean, and like I said, Cameron did his thing. Like, that's why he gets paid the big bucks and has all these top grossing movies from. I mean, Avatar to every other thing, Terminator 2.
Aliens too.
Yeah, he knows what to do with it.
Yeah, he's a fantastic director. So shout out to him. And we were just talking about earlier on how Jack got on top of Rose on the boat, but we have a person here that wanted to get on top of everybody. Didn't matter where they were. My man right here, man, Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me, the international man of mystery. I'm sorry, not the spy who shagged me. Everybody knows this film. If you don't know this character, this is played by Mike Myers. He basically is a British spy and playboy called Austin Powers, and he was frozen in this cryogenic chamber in the 1960s and reemerges in 30 years later in the 1990s to take over and stop the evil from Mr. Dr. Evil. And it's kind of like he's a fish out of water in the 1990s. And this movie originally did not do well at the box office at all. Got notes here. It got mixed reviews. The first week was okay, but then it gradually, I mean, it wasn't even gradually, it really declined the box office, didn't do well. But once it was released on DVD and the general public got a hold of it, it became a cultural phenomenon. The public loved it, and it is regarded as one of the best comedies of all time. I know you guys have seen it, but what are your thoughts of Austin Powers? Did you watch it in the theaters? Probably not. And when you watch it on DVD, what'd you think about it?
I did watch it in the theater. Shout out to my man Big Derek. Yo, me and him went to go see it.
You and Derek went to see it? Okay.
Wow. To go see it in the movie theater.
Okay.
We saw that. Where? Damn, where we see it at? Newmarket Mall. Mall that nobody went to. Yeah. So
wow, Newmarket. Okay.
Austin Powers is a great franchise, yo. It's silly. Michael Myers is funny as shit. I mean, he made iconic characters. Dr. Evil is one of the funniest characters ever created.
Yeah, for sure.
Laser.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good movie. Yeah, it was a good. I mean, the plot was good. I mean, everything made sense. It was a spoof of villain, good guy.
It was a spoof of like a James Bond type thing. It was fantastic.
I think we talked about it previously when we talked about Wayne's World and stuff like that. He was one of the only Saturday Night Live people to get like multiple movies and had like he has a franchise. You know what I'm saying?
He does.
Will Ferrell, I mean, he has movies, but Austin Powers has 3 blockbuster movies that did well eventually.
Really good ones too.
So I mean, Mike Myers did this thing, went from the Wayne's World to this, and I mean, this shit funny as fuck. Now I ain't gonna lie, I'm not like you, Phenom. I did not see it in the theaters, but once I did catch wind of it, I was like, oh shit, like you know what I mean. Everything about it, shag me, baby.
Yeah.
I can't even
shag, baby.
Talk. I can't even talk like this motherfucker, yo. Like just in general, all around, yo. He was hilarious. $1 million. He was like, what? He was like, what the fuck you doing to me? $100 million. It's like everything about this movie, like Dr. Evil is definitely one of the funniest villains ever. And Michael Myers, he just knew how to carry it. So shout out to him. And this is one of the movies, one of those few franchises where all, like y'all said, there was 3 of them. So the sequels backed it up. I mean, once you brought in Mini-Me, it was a wrap. But Mini-Me. Mini-Me was
in the second one.
Hilarious. That was
might be the Vern Troy, yo.
Yeah, that might be the best addition to a sequel ever made.
Whoever thought of that, like to have a mini Dr. Evil.
Yeah, that shit's ridiculous, yo.
Hilarious, yo.
Yeah. But even like Beyonce had a run in the franchise.
Yeah, that was the third one.
I don't really talk
Gold
about
member.
Her.
Gold member.
Yeah, her acting in it is horrendous. Her acting is horrendous.
Yeah, she like, wasn't a good
Foxy Cleopatra. I'm like, girl,
70s exploitation. Yeah, but Michael Myers, man, he had Wayne's World, both Wayne's Worlds, 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
He had this movie that I love. I don't know if y'all seen it. So I Married an Axe Murderer was one of his movies in
I have
93.
not seen that.
That movie's so good. It's funny. And then, he had his Austin Powers. So he had a decade of movies, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good actor. A really good actor. He's a comedic genius, and in order to be able to pull out all these different characters and you see them in different ways and have a really good script. Like, it wasn't just a spoof comedy, it actually is a good script. He's frozen in time. He comes back in the 90s to take over a villain named Dr. Evil, who's trying to destroy the world with a nuclear weapon. Very simple, but all the hijinks in it, spectacular, man. And in order, but he did 2 and 3. They were not going to do a part 2 until the sales of the DVD were skyrocketing. And they were like, hold on, something is up with this. And that's how they were able to get a part 2. And thank God, sometimes the public can generate something, and it did the case.
But that's how it should be, man. I mean, like, you can go to Rotten Tomatoes right now. You can see like critics give it like a movie like a 19%, but the fans give it like 80%. I don't really go off of the critic score. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I rock with the fans.
What's platinum in these streets, yo?
And Karen, since I had never known, since Dr. Evil is based off of Lorne Michaels, who created directors SNL. Like, Lorne Michaels is like definitely infamous, like with NBC and all that. He's been running SNL since the 70s. So that's funny. But I can see it. He probably is sitting in his chair at the time. What sketch comedy are you gonna do for me today? Like, like that, So, and I got one question, What's the better, Corey eating his pananis or falota vagina?
Falota vagina? Yeah, it's falata. It's falata vagina.
Falata vagina. I can't say shit. Yeah, it's falata.
Falata vagina.
Falata vagina, yo.
That's hilarious, yo.
Definitely
so many good moments in that movie. So many good movies. Like the lady that screams out the laser all the time. There's too much. There's too much in the movie, but it's really comedy gold. This movie didn't do well at the box office, but there was a movie that did do extremely well at the box office. And let's get to that movie right now. Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
All right.
Got a little.
Look, we don't work, Corey. You don't have to add it to the stage. Just set it in the back. Boom.
I got it right now.
You already done added it, yo. Like, you don't have to add it to the stage, yo. Like, we go through this every week.
Like, I'm trying to familiarize myself with the buttons.
Like, motherfuckers been 10 weeks. Like, just switch it on your screen, and then when you're ready, pop it to the big joint, yo. Like, it ain't hard at all, yo. It ain't hard.
The highest grossing movie of 1997 is Men in Black. I did not know this was the highest grossing movie, but it was, starring Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. This is I guess you can call this a sci-fi comedy. I think this is pretty much a sci-fi comedy about some secret agents dealing with some extraterrestrial life, trying to take out somebody who's got the they call him the roach or the cockroach or whatever. He's got this little universe he's trying to take over, and you come find out the universe is in this little jewel around a cat. But either way, this movie was a really big movie and spawned a franchise. And I hate to say it, but I really love all the movies. I thought they did a great job with 2. And I really enjoyed the 3rd one as well. I thought that was really great. But Men in Black, man, I've seen it. It did great. This is when Will Smith is in his bag right now. I mean, you had to get Will Smith to have the box office hits. And I think the chemistry between him and Tommy Lee Jones worked well. What are your thoughts, Venus?
Yeah, I mean, excellent movie. Funny movie. I would consider this like a space buddy cop movie.
I mean, it's go with that.
It's definitely
exactly.
Cop. I mean, that's all. I mean, it's always buddy cop.
The space buddy cop movie, yeah.
Like, you got the grizzled veteran and the young hotshot.
Exactly.
And they don't get along, and
and then they got to get along to win everything. I just like the hijinks between the aliens. Where you got the one serving coffee, you got the ones that dress up as people, and they can kind of see who's aliens or not. I think Corey might get that mind clearer thing every time we get on this channel.
I think so, because I forget.
You don't remember nothing we watched. You don't remember how to add shit to the stage, and you have a hard time remembering if we know what happened back in 1997.
So all the time,
definitely been zapped.
I have.
But yeah, Men in Black is
Ahead,
definitely a classic ass movies. And with all these type of movies, I always like the I'm the weirdo. I like the training. Like when Will had to go do the tests and shit, and he was in that little shit trying to write in the pod. Then when everybody else shot all the aliens, he was like, yo, he was just trying to motherfucking exercise on the joint. He got some books. He was like, why is that little white girl right there? Like, she the one. Like, but just in general, I always like the training montages because I like montages, even though that's not quite a montage, but it's enough of a montage. I roll with it. Fuck, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, the movie's good, man. The only, well, me being negative Nancy, I gotta say, the only bad thing about this movie is it spawned the song "Men in Black." Fuck you, Will Smith. For that.
I don't actually hate that song, yo.
No, it's
perfect for the movie.
And you know what the next words will be out my mouth was gonna say? We are the Men in Black. Because when it came on, I sang along. So fuck you, Will Smith.
You can't help but sing along with it.
Yeah, you know what?
Fuck you, Will Smith, for making me sing along to Men in Black. And then when it came out, we are the Men in Black. Yeah, that no one forgot.
Just bounce with it. Just bounce with it. Just rock with it. I know, right?
That's Big Willie style right there, yo. Y'all know who sung the hook on this song?
Who is that?
It's from an old song back in the day. That's all I know.
No, I'm talking about who sung the hook on this song on Men in Black.
Who sung the hook? No, I don't know. Who sung it?
Coco from SWV, yo.
Oh, for real?
Get out of here.
Oh, damn. Wow.
Oh, shoot. I did not know that.
She talk about that like she said she got
some
super bag. She said she got
I'm sorry. Yeah, she probably.
Really?
I bet. Will Smith.
Yeah, that shit.
She said it on the verses.
Over. Wow.
That's what
she said on the verse. She's like, yeah, he ran her that bag, yo.
Okay.
But what's worse, Men in Black or Wild Wild West theme song?
Oh, Wild Wild West. No, that ain't even close.
That's just awful.
That's
because
that movie is trash.
Yeah,
I think Cisco sung that.
Yeah,
sung on that song.
He had Cisco on it because I was on the Thong song and all that shit, and he thought they got cool.
It's just awful. It's just
they thought it was gonna be a winner.
They thought the whole movie was going to be a winner, man. Yeah. He in there with his hat tilted to the side.
Yeah, that is exactly how his hat too.
Yeah. Get out of here, Will. This shit is whack.
That's Big Willie style, yo.
But that's what groups did they show that to? Like, what were the testing groups they
had,
showed that to? Like, they said, it's fire. Like, nobody on earth could have been like, yo, that shit was good.
Yeah, that movie was so bad. So bad.
I mean, premise of
they had Will Smith. That's what they thought. It's like, we got Will Smith.
Yeah.
So it should be a hit.
They had a star.
That was his first tank, for real. That was his first, like, thumbs down. Like, he ain't the box office smash we thought he was. That shit was garbage.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, look, you liked it, Phoenix?
No, I didn't say I liked it.
Okay.
I said I didn't think it was as bad as people thought. I thought it had some good moments, like the mechanical spider. I think Kevin Kline. Like it was trying to mix like
spider.
The Retro Man.
Thank you,
Randy
Retro Man. Randy
No,
Savage.
he agreed.
Oh, yeah.
He agreed.
Yes,
he agreed.
He agreed.
I think the movie had a lot of potential. I think it was clunky, but I think it had a lot of potential.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, he liked it. He liked it. I mean, Corey didn't, but I will say this, yo. Right now, we got a few people we about 20 people on this stream liking it, yo. Y'all can like this video while while you're watching. Doesn't take nothing but a click, yo. It helps us out. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you guys so much.
Before you go to the next one, yo, can I throw a movie out there? Can I break up the monotony?
Absolutely.
Because there was a good movie that came out. Somebody put it in the chat, but I have it on my list over here. Motherfucking Face Off, yo. Face Off was my shit, yo. Castor Troy. I like the whole premise with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. Movie was super dope, yo.
That was definitely.
I was surprised that wasn't one of the top movies of the year because that movie is freaking fantastic.
But I think that was probably like a DVD
Yeah, it
movie
probably
too.
got bigger
Like
on DVD.
once people saw it, because the first time I saw Face Off, yo, that shit kind of like blew me, yo. I was like, oh shit, like this shit is some next level.
No, that shit made
like,
245 million at the box office, yo.
But yeah,
Oh,
but it was
wow.
it was next level as far as switching up, because I hadn't seen anything like that before. Like the good guy turns the bad guy turns, faces switching, then the good guy stuck. He was like, yo.
Yeah.
They had
that
no
was a great movie.
I was like, ain't no contingency plan for this shit. Like, like no, you just the motherfucker bad guy. Now he is fucking your wife.
Yes.
Exactly. Now. Like, oh, he living
and doing it good.
Yo,
she was spellbound. She was like, "What's going on here?
What's
gotten into you, Tommy?" I don't even know what I'm saying. She's like,
the Star Archer was John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, and Castor Troy was, and Castor Troy is a great name. This was just a great concept of a movie. I mean, and the fact that they had to act like each other and then act like the other person for the other half of the movie. I mean, that was just great, man. It was. I love that movie, yo. You're not lying, Phoenix. That shit was a banger, yo. That shit was a banger. You got another one before you move on, or you good?
No, I'm gonna throw one to O, because O brought up something before we got on that he said one of his movies. I want to talk about it.
Oh yeah, what's one of the ones? Oh,
I don't do my favorite movie that year. I'm gonna do one of the other movies.
Just
this a movie I actually saw in the theater is How to Be a Player, starring Bill Bellamy.
I love
Bill Bellamy was on fire at this time. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was a playboy, cool ride. The apartment had all the girls, and shit got fucked up. They all got invited to the same party, and it was just like boom, boom, boom. But How to Be a Player.
You know why they got invited to the same party?
What's that?
Because his sister was a hater, yo.
His sister was definitely a hater.
She
set him up. But like, How to Be a Player, like the joints, like they were sitting in the car, he went in the house and all that, like doing this thing, like everything. How to Be a Player, like I said, I saw that in the theater, and that was back when Bill Bellamy was on fire, like as far as a comedian, stand up, and everything else. I actually thought he was gonna be almost like a Jamie Foxx, not so much like Jamie Foxx singing,
like impressionist,
but like between it. Like he do some good impressions, and he was funny. Like, you know what I mean, pretty playboy, like whatever. You know what I mean? I thought he was gonna blow up. Yeah, Jamie Foxx, because like he just ran with it. He was like, "Yo, fuck that shit, I got it." Like,
but either way, I've never seen Bill Bellamy do impressions. I didn't never seen him.
He does Tyson. He does a few of them.
Oh, okay. You know, who knows?
It's funny though. This movie, you never seen it, Corey? Have you seen this?
Oh my god, yes. Oh yeah. How to Be a Player, funny as shit, yo.
Yeah, I always got to ask you because you ain't had cable. Remember?
Yeah, I know. I got lucky at this time.
So this movie, this is true, yo. This is How to Be the Player had the same plot as an episode of the Brady Bunch. I can see that though. I can see somebody hating like
Marsha hating
not Marsha. Who was the middle sister? No, Marsha was the good one. Who was the one that always said Marsha? The middle sister. Jan. She was the hater. Jan would have definitely set that shit up, right? Like Jan would have set all the motherfuckers up, yo.
I can see that. I can see that.
That's funny. I was like, yo, it probably was, yo.
Bernie Mac was in this movie. Bernie Mac was in this movie. He spawned one of the funniest scenes because Bill Bellamy was creeping with his wife. He came in there. He starts sniffing. He's like, smell like Badussy in here, yo.
Yeah, Badussy.
That's the first time I heard that word.
That was the funniest shit I heard in my life. Bernie Mac used to steal. He stole scenes in Friday. He stole scenes in this.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, scenes in Friday.
The whole concept of this movie was good, though.
Yeah, this movie was great, man. How to Be a Player. That was a great movie, man. Yeah, it's
funny though. Like, we talked about
really blow up after that.
I mean, because like we said it in the past, Bill Bellamy gave us the term booty call. Yeah, and then Ollie said, you know,
Jamie Foxx did the movie and ran with it.
And guess that movie came out in '97, yo. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that movie came out in '97. That's right. Booty Call came out
right there, yo. And Booty Call, I didn't really like that much, yo. It was all right. That had Jada Pinkett Smith in it and Tommy Davidson.
It had Vivica Fox in it. Yeah,
she was in it too.
Yeah, Vivica Fox was in it too. Yeah, Booty Call was an okay movie. It was this real simple movie, but it was what it was. Like I watched it though, because we ain't had that many black movies at the time. So yeah, How to Be a Player, man, funny ass movie. Another funny movie. I don't know if you guys have really seen it, but we'll take it. We'll take this one, man. Liar Liar. This actually did gross. This I think was number 5 grossing movie of all time, this is when Jim Carrey was just doing everything. Jim Carrey, this movie is comedy gold. I've seen this movie. He is a comedic genius in this movie. His ability to not only do the physical acting, but he is acting good in this movie as well. And if you haven't seen this movie, you're really missing out. It's a really good movie. But I think one of the reasons why the movie is so good is primarily because of Jim Carrey. I mean, he's just really that good. Quick question though, Phoenix, have you seen this movie? And if you have, how long has it been?
It's been a while, but it was funny. I mean, I think Jim Carrey steals every movie he's in. So I mean, like, not just his physical comedy, like you said, his acting chops. Yeah, it was just a good premise. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to tell the truth, and he tried to find ways. He tried to find ways not to tell the truth. And he just couldn't.
When this one part where he's trying to say that the pen is a different color, but the pen wouldn't let him do it. Yeah. His physical acting in this scene is hilarious. And it's really hilarious, man. So you gotta give it up for Jim Carrey on that.
I don't think there's a movie I don't like by Jim Carrey though. That I could think of.
Honestly, you know what? I will say there's a movie I don't like that Jim Carrey is in, but the reason why the movie is watchable is because of Jim Carrey, and that's Batman Forever. I mean, the one where he's playing the Riddler
and Two-Face.
Yeah, that movie is garbage, but it's watchable because of Jim Carrey playing the Riddler. That's it. That's all I can say. Yeah. Ollie, anything before we move?
Oh, no. I mean, Liar was funny. It was definitely like a funny ass movie, kind hearted. Well, with him and his son, trying to get his son back and all. Well, I don't know if he's trying to get
so the movie
I saw like
he always lied to his son all the time.
Yeah, I saw it so long ago. I had to lie.
And his son makes a wish that he wants him to stop lying.
There you go.
And that wish comes true, and he can't lie for a whole day.
Yeah, so there
he's a lawyer.
Yeah, so it's this is like a good movie. I can't front. It's not one of the movies that I kept on repeat, as you can. Obviously could tell because I mean, 97 was like a whole year of movies. So it's like I like that movie, but is it on repeat? No, I hate to say. Well, I should say that because now people are bringing back movies I didn't even know it came out in 97 that are like, oh yeah, it's a repeat movie. But I mean, it's Liar. Let me get back on Liar. Jim Carrey, funny as fuck. I'll just say that. And you're right, Corey. Physical comedy in this, all that, like the faces he make, like when he's not trying to lie. I mean, when he's trying to lie and he can't lie, are like hilarious. Like, I mean, Jim Carrey is definitely like a physical comedian. He knows how to contort his face, his body, and everything else to make you smile. So, shout out to Jim Carrey contorting his body so you can contort your face. Amen.
And shout out to Jabbar Robbins, man. Thank you, because I said it was Batman Forever. It's Batman and Robin. That's the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that. Yeah, some George Clooney. George Clooney made the mistake of his life doing that shit.
Batman and Robin is the one with Val Kilmer when they first put the nipples on the Batman suit. I mean, everything about the movie is bad.
And Val Kilmer said, "Yo, I ain't fuck with this shit no more." George Clooney's like, "Yo, I do ER. I'm a TV star. I can fuck with it." And it was like, "Nah, bro."
Yeah, that one with George Clooney is even worse than.
So let me ask y'all a question, yo. Because this is something I saw recently. Who was the best Joker in the Batman series?
Me personally, I'm going to give it to Heath Ledger. Is the best Joker to me, hands down. As far as what I remember from the comics, but I still do feel. Oh man, this is tough, man. Joaquin Phoenix plays a really good Joker. But I'm going to give it to Heath Ledger. But I can't take anything away from Jack Nicklaus though, because he was the first one. But Heath Ledger for me. That's me personally.
Yeah, I don't think it's close. I'm gonna go with Heath Ledger because I've never read a Batman comic in my life, like an actual physical comic. I know him just from TV, cartoons, whatever. But I'm just gonna go Heath Ledger because he was motherfucking fire. He had to walk after the flames. I burned down the building. He didn't give a fuck about the money. I'm putting it all up in flames. And I mean, Joaquin was what. Is it Joaquin? What's his name that does the new the
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin, yeah, I should say that. Shout out to River Phoenix, RIP. But Joaquin, he's good at it. But honestly, I can't say how good of a Joker he is because he ain't no sense with Batman. Yo. I gotta see how you fuck with Batman. Like right now, he's just fucking regular people.
Point. He just playing Joker as a soul.
Yeah, I don't care about him on the Tonight Show. Fuck that shit. What you gonna do with Batman sitting in front of you? You know what I mean? So
that's
you're right. Wow. Okay, that's a good point.
Heath Ledger is the man to me as far as this goes. RIP to him as well.
Yeah. What about you, Phoenix?
Definitely Heath Ledger. It was a close with Jack Nicholson, because I love the campiness of that Batman. But Heath Ledger, I think he embodies what the Joker character is in the comics. Like he made jokes, but his jokes are real dark jokes. But you can see his ruthless side and all that stuff. And plus, the even the animated series like Mark Hamill. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, you know what I mean? Mark Hamill will be my close second.
Yeah. But whoever,
because he's played the Joker ever since the 90s.
Yeah, and he still does it.
He's still playing.
I will give an honorary mention to the Joker on Harley Quinn, yo. I think that shit is hilarious, yo. So if you've never seen Harley Quinn, the cartoon,
you
watch that shit.
Yes, the animated series on HBO.
On HBO, you have to watch that shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
That's so good. Yeah.
Shout out to HBO. They got the new Penguin series coming out as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. I've seen the trailer. Have you seen? I seen the trailer.
Yeah,
I saw the trailer.
Yeah,
the trailer looks like some Sopranos. It looked like some mafia type stuff. Like it really looks like a whole nother series. It just so happens that he's the Penguin. So I'm really excited to see that. I think it's gonna be dope. Hell yeah, I think it's gonna be real dope. There is any other movies before we move on to the music?
All right.
Well, there was one particular movie that came out. Ali, that's right. You have one. There was one particular movie that came out that I forgot to mention. The Fifth Element came out. It was a visually stunning sci-fi movie. It starred Bruce Willis, Milla Jovovich. I want to make sure I say her name right, and Chris Tucker. So I had to condense this movie because there's a lot going on with this movie. But the movie is basically about Bruce Willis, a cab driver who gets caught up in the search for the ultimate weapon to stop this evil in the galaxy that's coming to destroy Earth. And the reason why it's called the Fifth Element is because they have to get these 4 stones or elements, but it has to be combined with the fifth element. And the fifth element is Milla Jovovich or Jovovich. I think that's
Milla Jovovich. Jovovich.
I'm saying Jovovich like it's some type of coffee or something. But
it's
like really interesting
MVP
movie.
of the NBA, yo.
Yeah,
Jokic.
But I really did enjoy this movie. The funny thing, I've only seen this movie once.
You got extra loud somehow.
My bad. You said what? You said you only seen this once?
I've only seen it once, but every time I catch it, I'm always catching bits and pieces of different scenes.
Did something change? From think your mic changed.
Nah, I ain't changed.
He sound good to me.
All right, maybe.
All right, yeah. You've seen this movie, Phoenix, right? I really enjoyed it. What about you?
I've seen this movie a million times, yo. Chris Tucker steals this whole movie, yo. In my opinion, like his character. I'm saying I didn't expect that from him because seeing him in Friday as a hood dude, and then him as like a
flamboyant,
androgynous.
Yeah.
Radio. I can't remember what he was hosting, but. No, it was a good movie. I enjoyed the plot. I enjoyed everything about the movie. And it was visually stunning. I think Gary Oldman, he's always the best villains in everything.
Isn't he? Yeah.
Villain and what's the Book of Eli? He was a good villain. And what's the movie? The Professional. He was a good villain in that too. So he can always do that.
Yeah. He always plays a good villain. Dog really does. Yeah. Ollie, what's that movie that you had that you wanted to bring up before your big movie?
Oh, well, no, one of my favorite movies of 1997 was Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins. So Tim Robbins was, found his boss is fucking his wife, caught him in the bed together. He'd go out, boom, Martin Lawrence kind of down on his luck, plays Terrence, jumps in there to carjacked him. And Tim Lawrence, I said Tim Robbins, but as far as playing Nick's like, yo, fuck it, do what you got to do. I'm just riding. Basically, Of course, and Martin wasn't really a killer. He was just down on his luck. He was out here just wild, just, trying to put some food on the table. And they end up being like coming together, being friends, and hijinks and what have you ensues, But just in general, the movie is funny as fuck. It's a good pairing with those two. You know what I mean? Martin did just enough to keep it funny. Tim Robbins is a great actor anyway. So, they did it like it was super funny, but it wasn't over the top silliness. Like, everything about it, I enjoyed it, man. The movie was funny, yo. He was just a motherfucking electrician, down on his luck, man, trying to get it together, yo.
Y'all, this movie probably I've never seen that movie.
All right, so after we get off this live stream, you go watch that shit. This shit is.
I lost my player card. I lost my black card revoked right
Scat now. Man, when them motherfucker had the spider on shit. The motherfucker had that spider on shit. Boy, I was like, yo, I put that shit. You got out there, they started playing the music and shit.
So I ain't gonna spoil it for you, Corey. But the movie is so good. This is probably one of Martin's best movies.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, outside of Bad Boys and all that stuff. I'm talking about just Martin-centric movie.
Gotcha.
Because, like Ollie said, it's like Martin was just a guy down on his luck, and he just got into the wrong car on the wrong day with the wrong dude who having an equally bad day.
Yeah, it's like Fallen, the comedic joint of Fallen, version of Fallen. You ever see Fallen when your boy, remember he wild out?
Michael Douglas.
Oh yeah, he was like, yo, fuck it.
Is that's what it's called? Falling? Talking about when he has a bad day at work, and next thing you know, when he got the crew cut with the glasses. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen that.
That dude ran up on him.
Yeah, but that's that movie.
That's what that is like. Okay, that movie was funny.
When Martin Lawrence comes in.
Yeah, I almost want to say that movie was funny, but that movie was very interesting. I was like, talk about a bad day. That brother had a bad day. It went from bad to worse.
There's a few different movies people ran through. I'm gonna speed run this joint first. Booty Call, Jamie Foxx, Tommy Davidson. I told
you that Vivica Fox was in there. I forgot Tommy Davidson was in that movie.
Yeah,
one of the best underrated comedians.
And as Phenom mentioned, your boy set that up. Bill Bellamy made up Booty Call, and next thing you know, it's local. I said local. What's the word? When the word just blows up and everybody says it out the blue? I don't even know. Phenomenon. It's a verbal phenomenon. Phonics for your ass. And then we got Jackie Brown. Definitely,
Pam Grier.
Yeah.
I don't know about that movie, yo. Because
Jackie Brown was in that, yo. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jackie Brown was just the flight attendant and did her thing.
What was the dude that played in Jamie Foxxx? The dude Sam always be imitated.
So dude that played in Jamie Foxx? What are you talking about?
No, he played on the Jamie Foxx show. The Jamie Foxx show.
Oh, Braxton.
Braxton was in Jackie Brown. He was like the leader of the gang in Jackie Brown, yo. So that wasn't believable for me, yo.
Shout out to Selena came out. Beautiful song.
I didn't know that.
Great singer. And the movie came out. That was J-Lo, right? J-Lo?
Yeah, J-Lo. Yeah.
We had Love Jones, which is motherfucking classic.
Lorenz Tate, Nia Long, another good movie.
And honestly, I was going to get some others. So I'm just going to stop on this and we just wrap movies up. Love Jones. You know why I remember Love Jones so vividly? Was when this movie came out, this was the era of bootlegs. And somebody was like, yo, we got to bootleg the Love Jones. And I don't even know if you, Corey, you remember. You might have been there or not. We all watched Love Jones and EE5. It was like Like us, a bunch of girls, a bunch of dudes. It was like a bunch of. It was like the whole house was like people was on the floor. And
really?
Shit.
No, I wasn't there, man.
Jones when he used to burn the movies on the CDs.
Yeah, I remember those.
Play them joints, and every like 5 minutes it was like, this is a copy of Warner Brothers joint, not for distribution. Like at the bottom of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like the Warner, like the shit.
They let you know.
Yeah, we all watched Love Jones and EE5, yo. Like I remember watching that joint, yo.
Yeah,
forever.
Damn. Yeah, Love Jones is a good movie,
Love
man.
Jones,
I mean, that's when the whole thing with the candlelight, and every time people did poems, they always snapped their fingers. That was the whole thing. I mean, Love Jones is a good movie, man. It definitely made Lorenz Tate more of a the sex symbol, and then you had Nia Long, and just their chemistry together was. I mean, honestly, their chemistry was so good. I wouldn't even be surprised if they hooked up after the movie, honestly, because it seemed like so real.
Yeah, because I mean, you saw him. When did the Inkwell come out? Did Inkwell come out around that time?
I think it came out around the same time. Yeah, I think so. It probably maybe 98 or something, but
94. It came out 94, and that's the thing because I think this is one of because Lorenz Tate, we gotta give him his flowers, Joe, because he played in the Inkwell. He played like a virgin, like getting no girls. Then he was old dog.
Yeah,
he was in Love Jones.
And then he's going to
Dead
President. Yeah. What happened? I mean, he was on a string in the 90s.
Oh, he's on Power, yo. I mean, he was on Power.
I mean, but yes, he came back on Power. Great.
You said what happened? The 90s was fucking 30 years ago, Corey.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
how
you have some people that can, how you have some people continuing movies from the 90s to the 2000s. Like after the 90s, there was no more Lorenz Tate until Power. So that was like a good 20-year gap there. But he's great in Power. Like he's fantastic.
I mean, you gotta look at what it is. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I mean, it's different for
Hollywood.
It's different for different actors too. Like, let's be real. I mean, like as far as black actors, black actresses during that time, like now the game's kind of changed. You can do your own thing, do whatever. Like at that time, like it was like who's the hot person, who's the hot whatever, boom boom. Like you just carried on. Like it ain't like groups of them. So it's like it's hot, you hot. You know what I mean? But I just want to say thank you for watching. This is it. Run to hit that like button. Don't trip. Do you feel it down in your soul?
So we are going to get to some memorable videos.
Somebody give me some claps. Some love, some snaps. If you don't give me no snaps, I'm just gonna keep talking. Oh, fuck. There we go. Thank you, Phenom. Like, you know how it is. That shit was a thing, yo. Like the verbal, the slams, and all the poetry slams. That was a thing.
I think that might have been one of the wackiest part of the 90s, yo. That spoken word shit.
The poetry slam.
And even the spoken word.
Essence playing.
It was like the aura around it. Like the people was mad whack, yo. Like
they were. It was like
it was commons and music soul towns and shit, yo. It was crazy.
Yeah, definitely a strange time. But go ahead, Corey.
Yeah. No, I was just going to get into memorable videos / songs. So it's the 90s. So songs are just as important as the video. So we're just going to get into some memorable videos / songs. This was one here that was pretty memorable. It actually ran the charts pretty well. I'll Be Missing You from P. Diddy, Faith in 112. This, I mean, if you don't know, this song is because of the passing of the late great Biggie Smalls. And we'll run through these and then we'll go back through them. Another memorable video in 1997 was You Make Me Wanna by Usher. This is really his breakout album, even though he had an album prior to this, but this album was produced by Jermaine Dupri and the video was hot. And next thing you know, this is really the video that started Usher on the track that we know today. Usher, baby. Another big video that came out in 1997 was Hypnotized. And the reason why this video is so popular and ran heavily was because the passing of Biggie, and this was the first video actually after the passing of Biggie. So this video was released shortly after his death. And the video is pretty good, man. It's a high-speed chase, all types of antics. And the cool thing is you actually see Biggie and Puffy having a good time, Biggie smiling. So this is a really good video that was released shortly after Biggie's death. And another video that ran heavily in 1997, you guys may not know it, but this video by Jamiroquai called Virtual Insanity, a very innovative video that featured moving floors and walls. Optical illusions were done very perfectly while he's dancing. And the thing about this movie is that it won an MTV award for Video of the Year, and this song actually won a Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Performance by a Duo or a Group. So that's kind of our rundown quick of these popular videos and songs. Clearly, there's a whole lot more because 1997 had a lot. But quickly, if you guys had any thoughts on these videos/songs before we move on to some other stuff.
Well, first, I don't have a rewind. Go back to the first slide. There you go, Puff. What's this joint was him falling off the bike now? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I've been missing you. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Puff is going through some things, deservedly slow, but it was just everywhere at this time. So Missing You was a crazy song. Like you said, Biggie died. They stole one of the greatest samples you could ever do. Even though I will say, what's my man's name? Sting at motherfucking MTV Awards.
MTV Awards. I was about to put that up here.
One of the worst performances ever.
Yes. He looks so scared up there.
He don't even know what happened. Like, I don't know what was going on with him, man.
He didn't know what to do.
I was like, yo, you've been performing for years, so how you do this? I don't know, man. It was just weird.
It was like he got scared because Puff outdanced him. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to say that. Well, I'll go speed run through them. You know me. You know your name. New relation. Yeah. Yo, Usher was on fire at this time. So I mean, shout out to Usher, and then Big Hypnotized, yo. I got some Biggie stories. We'll probably. Well, I'll let Phenom talk, then get to the Biggie stories. Because honestly, 1997 was the year Biggie for me. He passed away that year, and that's really all I really cared about during that time. I was a young kid. Hip hop was on my brain constantly. Biggie was one of my favorite rappers, and he tragically passed away. So from that point on, from fucking March 9th on, it was big to death till I died.
Yeah, that's fact, yo. It's funny though, man. Like 97, Biggie Smalls, yo. We was up at like, I'll say like 7:00 in the morning. We had practice because we was about to go to the NCAA tournament. You know what I'm saying? So we all tired, shooting around. And one of the persons on our team who was a very religious cat, ain't really listen to rap and stuff like that. He came into the gym. He was like, "Yo, somebody named Notorious B.I.G. died." He was like, "What?" So we learned that he got murdered. Like March 9th in the middle of the like morning, and we practicing in the middle of the morning. We couldn't even practice for real because we was like, damn, we was about to go to Pittsburgh, play New Mexico. We just sitting around like, damn. And I had, shout out to my boy B Dunlap, and Mike B. One of y'all stole my Best of Biggie DVD, mixtape show. I had the Best of Biggie mixtape I got from Peddler's Village. We listened to that junk like over and over and over again.
Yeah, Brian,
it's crazy because shout out to B Dunlap, but yeah, it's like Biggie. I remember seeing the Joe Clair interview with Big, and he was just talking. Big was in a different space. He got in a car accident, so he was like, I just want to live. I just want to bury stuff. He was beefing with Tupac, and then Tupac died. He didn't want that, and they end up dying, And the crazy thing about it is, I'm driving in L.A. and I passed where he got killed at, Like my last trip to LA, I was like,
really?
It was crazy, yo.
Yeah. And it's funny with your story, like the random people notifying you, Shout out to my boy Antoine, You know what I mean? Antoine H. He's a Vietnamese cat, most straight edge cat you ever know. Me and Phenom grew up with him, but love him to death. He's still crew forever. Like he's one of my best friends. I know him since the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
corporate America to the you know, he called our room. He was at Tech. He called our room at like 8 a.m. It was like boom, boom. I was like, yo, what the hell? Who is this? He was like, well, Antoine. He was like, yo, Biggie died. I was like, what you talking about? He's like, Biggie died. I was like, what? So we tell people, of course, we had the bootleg tape turned on the TV and Biggie died, yo. It was like the most surreal shit ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's how I got notified. Antoine was the one who told me that Biggie died. Yeah.
I think it news spread like wildfire. I mean, it was all over MTV. It was everywhere. I remember it was on CNN. That's how I found out. Beans called. We was all together. Me, Kimo, and Craig, and Beans. And Beans called us and said, "Yo, turn on CNN." And there it was. Notorious B.I.G. Christopher Wallace died, and we were shocked. So it was everywhere. It was a big thing, man. It was a really big thing. A lot of songs came out in 1997 other than this. So Return of the Mac came out. Great song from Mark Morrison. Yeah, Return of the Mac, man. I like that joint. I can't front. Even though that was his only hit, it's a good ass hit to this day, yo. You play that joint on the club, people gonna be dancing to that, yo. Cupid. This shit is fire, yo. The 112.
Of course, 112 is fire.
112.
Fire. That first album between Cupid.
I ain't gonna sing like them.
I don't know. You
gotta do like what's the guy named Slim? He always got one particular voice. That was Jason.
Yeah, he did. Slim Flash, Jodeci. I know what you're saying. Though. He do got that voice, though. He got that.
He always had that one particular voice. But Cupid was a great song. That whole album was fantastic. Actually,
it was.
Great one.
Where the players dwell.
Yeah. Also, Keith Sweat. Nobody. Keith Sweat and Cage came out in 1997, yo. So that's a good one too, man.
The Begging King.
Athena Cage. Yeah, that's a really good one, man. Really good. So none of you guys know that song by Jamiroquai?
Oh no, I definitely know that song. Everybody know that song.
I actually got it in the hopper for us to. We ain't seen it in a while, so I do have it in the hopper for us to react to because I know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since '97.
Yeah, so I definitely
I watched it today because that's on the list. So I was like, because my cousin put me on this. He was like, "Yo, you gotta watch this. You gotta listen to the song. Like, watch this video, listen to the song." And he used to play this shit forever. He had a car, I didn't, so I had to ride with him and his motherfucking Volkswagen Jetta. He used to play this shit all the time. I mean, I like the song. Like, the song is fire.
It's a good song.
It's fire. It's dope. And for real, if you look at it, like, listen to the words today, it's that motherfucker predicted the future on a lot of that shit, yo. Because it's a lot about it's almost computer love-esque.
Yeah.
If you ever when you go back and watch it, you'll be like, it's computer love-esque.
I don't know the lyrics. I'm interested in listening to the lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, but cool. And that video was beyond fire. That video was.
I remember the video where he's like,
with the room we move in and joint. Like once he showed me the video, that's when I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. Yes. Like the floor was moving. He was like walking and going backwards and like everything would do. Some was going forward, some going back. Like once I did the video, it was like, okay, like this is special.
Yeah, the video was dope. I think I didn't even know it won Video of the Year from MTV. You know, that was a big thing for MTV, man, winning Video of the Year. So I love the video because this is the part where if I can remember, like he's frozen and he comes up real close to the camera. So I can't wait for we go to react to that because I haven't seen this video since 97, you know, and they played it to death. So, you know, 1997 wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad when it came to videos.
And before we get off music, it's actually 3 things I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Y'all want to hear the good or the bad?
Man, I want to hear the indifferent.
I don't know that. You want to hear the good or the bad? Or these 3 things, I'm going to say you want to hear the good or the bad, yeah.
Start with bad and always in good as a
okay, the bad is, like I said, this is the year Biggie Boom Boom. I was like, let me grab some pictures of Biggie Boom. I mean, I know it's not so much pictures, like More Money, More Problems. I love that video, Boom Boom. Dog. This is when I learned Suge Knight was right. if you don't want a motherfucker all in your video, every single picture, every single screenshot was motherfucker Puffy. Like everything you look, search big, you'll see Puffy just like. I'm like, this nigga Puffy is everywhere, yo. Like, I don't want him. I'm looking for just a shot of Mace, and it's just Puffy with Mace. Like, yo, if Suge Knight never spoke true words.
A lot of truth that year.
Yo, but if you don't want a motherfucker all in your video, dance, like, look up anything related to Bad Boy. I mean, of course, I know he's like the founder, whatever, the head honcho, but they had multi-platinum selling artists, and they all got Puffy in the picture, yo. If he ain't in the front, he in the back. I'm like, God damn. So that's the bad. Second worst.
I'll stay on Puffy for a second before we move on. The reason why is because this is the year that Puffy had the most songs. I'll Be Missing You, Can't Nobody Hold Me Down, all those in the top 10. More Money, More Problems came out this year. No Time from Little Kim was still rotating in 97. So he was fucking everywhere in 97.
So yeah, it's funny that you named those songs, because if you listen to the songs, like when I Miss You came out, that's Sting and the Police.
Yeah.
Like Hypnotize was Rise, Herb Alpert.
Yeah.
Then Can't Nobody Hold Me Down was The Message by Melly Mel.
The Message by Grandmaster. Yeah. Yes, you're right.
Puffy was just throwing out money. Sample money to everybody.
Samples, yeah.
I'd say it was worth it.
It ain't no sample. He took the whole song, yo.
He got the returns on it.
Yeah, he would use the hook. It's everything. Go ahead, Alex. What's the good?
The medium, because I just want to throw it out there because it was a big hit. I wasn't really into it, but Mbop by Hanson, I did want to just give him a shout out. Mbop, like Hanson was on fire at that time.
I hated that song, yo.
You can hate it. I hated it too,
yo.
But guess what? It was on fire at that time. So shout out to Hanson. They had the locks, fucking boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
It was MTV Dream. They
had a boy for every
Dream.
age.
Yes. Yeah, I know they were from young. It was like the Jackson 3. You know, like, so shout out to Mbop, yo, because it is what it is, yo. And then,
oh my goodness,
the last one I want to mention, the super great, the iconic, one of the best videos ever as far as like changing the game. Missy Elliott, The Range came out. With her in that damn garbage bag or whatever the fuck it was, the fisheye lens, Timberland on the beat, like everything about that video and song changed so much.
Facts.
Like it's funny, like how you named them songs by Puffy that was dominating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Missing You, whatever. Can't Nobody Hold Me Down, or More Money, like those, like 70s samples. Also, you just got boom, bop.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It was such a drastic change to what was dominating the airwaves.
Yeah.
And she did it in her own style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her rapping, original, singing, everything. So shout out to Missy, yo. Hometown.
I forgot. That started the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if a lot of people don't know, but Missy Elliott never wanted to do that album. She wanted to be a record executive. And the record executive was like, okay, I know you want to do this, but just give me one. Because the record executive knew she was good, but Missy was so discouraged because every time she was in a group, she wasn't moving anywhere. So when she finally was all part of this record label, the lady was all in on her and was like, just give me one album. And Missy said she did the album so fast because she was wanting to carry up and get to being a record executive. And look what we got, man. That one album changed the game, man. So I really appreciate that lady pushing Missy Elliott that album. That album is fantastic, man.
But the thing about it is, Missy, and this is why I give Missy her props, yo. Because she broke the mold. Because in 97, you got to think about, in the 90s, they were looking for a specific type of singer. Aesthetically. You know what I'm saying? She broke the mold with her talent.
With her look.
Yeah. Exactly.
Her look was her look. She didn't change up for nobody. She wore the baggy clothes, her finger waves in her head. But I'm looking at Super Duper Fly, yo. Hit her with the he, Sock It To Me with the Brat. I love that shit.
Great song.
The Rain. And my favorite cut on the album is actually Beat Me 911 with 702.
That's a great one. Great song. Great song.
I love that shit. But yeah.
And you know, her and Timberland, because this is with Timberland on the map too.
Hall of Fame inductee, Missy Elliott.
That's right. We gotta say she's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee. That's correct.
Definitely does a thing, yo. Somebody said she's currently touring with Buster and Sierra.
She coming August 2nd. She coming to the Coliseum, yo.
Oh damn, Buster probably a fire ass joint.
One thing.
You know, Buster don't put it on the show.
Missy can put on the show.
And then you guys don't get Sierra.
Sierra's kind of a slept on artist.
You know, maybe Petey Paulo might come out there too.
You know it's gonna be big because she about to be hometown. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna
she from up there. Oh, I didn't know she was from.
No, I'm talking about with Missy. No,
yeah.
So Missy come to Hampton. Whew, that shit gonna be major.
That's August.
I wouldn't be surprised if Timberland show up. Honestly, when she comes to Virginia,
he gonna have to be there. I mean, he from hometown too, so obviously he gonna be there too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Timberland. I mean, we met him at Rolling Loud. He came over there and talked to us.
Oh, yeah. That's right. We did meet him at Rolling Loud. He was right in front of us.
Well, he was there all 3 nights. Like 2 nights he came over there and talked. Like, he was real chill. Like, I talked to him for a few. Like, he was real chill, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so shout out to him.
Yeah,
he was super chill. He was like, we found out y'all from VA?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all he needed to know.
Yeah, that was all good.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And one last one before we get out of here. Spice Girls Wannabe reaction on the channel.
The reaction is on the channel, and that song ran like crazy on MTV. Before we move on, I want to give a shout out to thank you for the donation, Marie Judd. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate
Thanks, Mama.
Appreciate you, Mama.
And Karen, thank you for the donation, man, and super sticker. Really greatly appreciate Karen always coming through in the clutch.
Of course,
always, man. Thank you guys so much.
She's not one of those Karens. She's one of our Karens. Just so you know.
There you go.
She is. So we're going to move on to sports. There's 2 major things that happen in sports, but there may be some more. One of the major things that happened in sports was this fight right here. I remember being with you guys. I don't know which one of you, but it was quite a few of us actually went over guys' apartment and we watched this fight. And we were like, man, this Tyson Holyfield 2, this is going to be the shit. And wouldn't you know, man, this is one of the most infamous boxing matches of all time when Tyson bites off the ear of Evander Holyfield in the middle of the fight and gets disqualified. It definitely is one of the biggest scandals in sport history, man. I'm not even
that was the craziest thing I ever watched, Joe.
Oh, tell me about it, yo. This was wild. But he got so frustrated, one, because Holyfield was fighting him back and he kept headbutting him. And he just was a savage, yo. I guess he snapped, yo. I don't know what the hell happened, but he really did bite his ear off. Crazy, man. Crazy. I was at ODU.
We was in Powhatan watching it. It was 97. Okay. We was in Powhatan watching it. It was surreal. Like, and I'm a big Tyson fan, yo. Like, entertainment wise, he's probably my favorite boxer, like, to watch. Floyd is my favorite boxer, but as far as being like knockout artist, and in this fight, I wish Tyson was in his right state of mind before he fought Holyfield.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You could tell he went into.
He was already frustrated. He won't even. Yeah. And he just bit the shit out that dude's ear, man.
Yeah, he was frustrated. He wanted that title so bad, and he was just frustrated with everything that was going on. Financially, relationships, the whole nine, boxing, management, he was just not in a good headspace, and it showed. Because
but how much? I mean, I know your ear is soft tissue, but how much force do you need to bite somebody's ear off, yo?
I would think a lot.
He chomped down on that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you had to do a rip away. It ain't just it's a whole.
No, he didn't do the rip away. Holyfield did a rip away too, so he kind of contributed to the ear. Because
if you go online and look at what his ear looked like after he bit it, yo, he took a good chunk of that joint off, yo.
This was mangled, yo.
Yeah,
I'm
and now
surprised they was even able
Tyson got some gummies called Tyson Bites, yo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
And
cannabis
like
game, yo.
somebody mentioned it, shout out to Pittsburgh Hot. Not only are they weak, they're in the shape of an ear.
There you go.
They are.
Yeah, so they call Tyson Bites.
Oh my gosh, yo! So what are the gummies called? Earlobes or something? I mean,
No,
what
Tyson Bites.
Tyson bites?
Yeah.
Really? That's crazy, yo. I mean, look, you gotta. I mean, look, I would do it. If I mean, why not? I mean, shit. I wonder what kind of flavor they is, though. What kind of flavor?
Dang, I don't know.
Oh man,
yeah, that was
though.
probably one of the most. Everybody was going crazy because he was jumping around. We're like, what the hell is going on? He bit his ear. He really tried to go street on him after that, yo.
Because he bit him the first time, and Holyfield kept saying like, "Yo, he bit my ear." But so then Mills Lane looks at it, checks it out, and he's like, "Oh, this kind of fucked up, but okay, can you still fight?" And then he went and bit it again. That was
he did try. He tried the second time. He went in there. I was like, "Yo,"
that's when he really got a bigger chunk, and that's when Holyfield was like, "Fuck this." Yeah, you know, but he got disqualified.
Mike,
where were you at when you were you around? Where were you at when you saw this?
We was all together, I believe.
I think we watched this. We was all in Powhatan. Yeah, I think we was all together. Okay. But Mike shouldn't even been fighting by this time, though. As far as like mentally, like not so much.
Yeah, he wasn't in his right state of mind at the time.
Yeah, Mike, he definitely he did a. Craig Matt, shout out to Pittsburgh Tall. He did Craig Matt, bust around stuff. Flavors in your ear.
Yeah.
Here's goes
you got the mad new flavor in your ear.
Time for new flavor in your ear.
Yeah.
Yo,
Craig Mack, 1,000 degrees.
Yeah, I know. R.I.P. to Craig Mack too,
yeah. R.I.P. to Craig Mack. I forgot that he passed away. Yeah. But the infamous ear bite, that was definitely a big thing in sports history.
It was.
The next big thing in sport history is the Bulls won their 5th championship. As you can see, man, Mr. Air himself, man, winning the 5th championship against the Utah Jazz. I mean, they just had nothing for him, man. You just couldn't do anything for him. But I think we can all say one of the most popular things that comes out of this NBA series is the flu game. I think the flu game says it really did solidify Mike as like, yo, can't nothing hold this guy down. Dude was sick, had food poisoning. We have no idea what happened, but he winds up still scoring 38 points and winning the game. And as you can see here, I mean, Pippen is holding him up, man, because this dude is done. He is done. But the flu game was probably one of the most iconic moments in Mike history. Everybody talk about the flu game. What y'all thoughts on Mike, man, winning the championship in the flu game?
I mean, Mike is Mike and that. He did his thing, yo. So shout out to him. The craziest thing about the flu game, though, for me is I had a cousin who dibbled and dabbled in the adult entertainment industry. Not on camera and those type of shit. Not like he wasn't no stripper, but he dealt with a lot of strippers. He worked with a lot of strippers. He worked in different bars and this and that. So 97. I'm not 21. Shit, I'm younger than all y'all. This is early in the year too, so I'm not even 20 yet. But I damn sure will tell you I watched this game in the strip club. And I can't even say I had dollars because back then I ain't had no dollars. I just roll with them, eating some wings, strip club wings, strip club food. Don't hate it till you try it. Don't knock it till you try it. It might. I mean, looking about it, I'm like, yo, this just try. I mean, it's not sanitary. I don't even know what to say, but that's
something about the wings in strip club. That's what I've heard.
About the wings in strip club.
Build up your
immune system. I literally watched the flu game in the strip club, yo. But it's Virginia, so just so I mean, they can't get naked in Virginia anyway. So I watched the
just a lot. Y'all know they can't get naked in Virginia.
The flu game and
it's like watching people walk on the beach in the bikinis.
Pasties and thongs.
That's really.
It was a good time. I was 19. I had a great time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on the flu game?
You said the flu game. I mean, the flu game was great, obviously, but Jordan had the most iconic game winner. Like, if you go back and look, like I'm a Jordan fan, but I'm not a super fan. I mean, when I say a Jordan fan, I think he's the greatest of all time. I think, I never said I like Jordan like everybody else because everybody else loved Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I picked other players that I love. But when he pushed Byron Russell and hit that shot, that's one of the most iconic plays in NBA Finals history. You know what I'm saying?
Now, is that this series? I thought that was when they won the sixth championship.
No, they played what was the people? They played Seattle in the sixth for the sixth ring.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the one where you damn. I didn't put that up there.
No, they played Seattle in Corey, right?
97.
Seattle 96. This was 97.
Was that 96? 97.
And then the shot was 98.
Oh, so I might be off from it. But the flu game was 98. 97. Well, all them shits running together.
The flu game was 97, and the shot
97. So the
shot was the only team that got to play them twice. That was the whole thing. They put them back to back.
That's right.
Yeah, because
they
really wanted to win that second time, but they just didn't.
I mean, LeBron could never, yo. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I think there's always going to be the argument who's better, LeBron or Jordan. I mean, as far as longevity, LeBron's going to have it all day long.
But I don't even hate on LeBron. I think LeBron is top 5. You know what I'm saying? If I was building a team, he would definitely be on it. Absolutely. My thing is this though. Longevity is different. Michael Jordan was sipping bourbon and smoking cigars back then and everybody was doing it. But Michael Jordan put $1 million into his body a year. But I just think when it comes down to it, Jordan had that super dog in him. LeBron has a dog in him too, but it was some kind of like iffy moments in his career. But Jordan always got a dog.
Yeah, I shouldn't make that face. He has a dog in him, but it ain't nowhere near Mike dog.
Yeah,
Mike is like this. Mike is like, hey, you know what? I took that personally.
Yeah. And I think Kobe dog was worse than Mike dog.
Mike used to just make up shit in his head, yo. Mike would be like, yo, that motherfucker said this. They'd be like, yo, I ain't never said that in my life. They'd be like, Mike said, you said, I motherfucking suck. I can't drop 10 on you. All right, I'm about to drop 40 on you. And they interview all the motherfuckers. They be like, yo, I never said that in my life. Like, you know what I mean? Mike used to just make up stuff in his head. Mike is crazy, yo. Like, but you gotta be crazy to be the best. To be the best at anything, like as far as it don't matter what it is, whether you building motherfucking Legos, you motherfucking like, I don't even know, running the 400, 100. Mm-hmm. To be the best at anything, like, you know what I mean? I'm the best motherfucking knitter in the world. I motherfucking will knit you motherfucking Scully like you never seen before. You got to be crazy, yo. Like that's what it is. You got to be crazy.
Some people born with the talent. Yeah. Some people got basically the Malcolm Gladwell philosophy, 10,000 hours to be a pro at what you do. You know what I'm saying? I think when it comes to work ethic, I think Jordan's work ethic was kind of mixed. I mean, he's great work ethic, all that. I think Kobe wanted to outdo Jordan so bad that he took his assholeness to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Jordan
was still better, but Kobe was still like one of the hardest workers ever and one of the most talented.
Yeah, everybody says that. I mean, there ain't a person out there that don't say that, but he still was not better than Mike.
Yeah, Kobe just took his talent to the max, like to the max. Like he might be one of the only people that took his talent to the max, like as far as working out. But whenever you just copying somebody, you'll never be the best. If your whole style is like, because it ain't even like they played it like, yo, this motherfucker Kobe copied the way he talked, the way he chewed gum, the way he walked,
the way he shoot, everything.
Like when you copy somebody like that, you'll never be the best because you gotta have your own like style. You gotta have your own creativity and some shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's when shit innovates. Like that's what.
So I'll say this: he's the best copier in the history of copiers. He is. He got like 5 championships.
Yeah, I mean, Kobe worked hard. Ain't nobody going to take anything away from Kobe. I mean, Kobe got drafted when he was right out of high school. So there definitely was a good 3 or 4 year period there where he was struggling to get his feet under him. But in that 3 to 4 year time frame, he really worked on his craft, man, and everything. He got to the level he did. And a lot of people thought Kobe was just good with Shaq, and Kobe hated that shit. So, of course, Kobe goes back, he grinds it out, and he wins 2 more without Shaq. I mean, so you got to give it up. He is good, but I give it to you. He is still a replica of somebody else's greatness because he is just like Mike. So how can you really be that great if you're replicating somebody that's already great? And I think Kobe probably
you won 5.
Yeah,
and you won 3 of those with Shaq. And
yeah,
Kobe's great, Hall of Fame, everything. I love Kobe, but it is what it is. So.
Yeah, but I won't take anything away from Kobe.
Yeah, and my whole thing with basketball, I talk about basketball all day long, is like how he copied Mike so much is just like it don't sit well with me. Because just in general, like I don't even think like nowadays, because kids don't play like a lot of pickup and shit. Like kids just need to play. Like sometimes without like coaches instructing and doing, because you learn you just start doing your own shit. Like, all right, maybe I'll just do some shit like that. Like you know what I mean. And then coach that comes in to help structure some of the
refine
shit.
That.
There you go. That's a good word, Corey. Refine that. Like you know what I mean. Like the fact is, he went on the playground and was like, I'm just gonna do this, and never like. And honestly, I mean, with his talent, he could have been doing some old extra shit, but he just was doing what he saw. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he brings the meaning to the Gatorade commercial when it's like, I want to be like Mike.
Yeah,
I like to be like Mike. That was Kobe. I mean, straight up.
I said this for every Kobe, there's always a Harold Miner, yo. So somebody who ball can jump out the gym and ball his hair like Mike.
Yeah,
but he won't Mike, yo.
Yeah, but I mean, look, Mike inspired a generation of folks to play. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, he did. All the folks that we saw growing up in the 2000s was inspired by what Mike did in the 90s.
Tongue out. Valerie, only because you be coming in, I ain't gonna block you for this shit. I'm a Pistons fan. Fuck the Lakers, yo. I'm sorry. I just had to put that out there. And I'm sorry to you too. I'm sorry to you, yo, but it's fuck Lakers all day long.
Valerie. I like the Lakers. Shout out to you. The Lakers is doing all good, even though I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing this year. They got this coach JJ Redick, man. So we'll see.
They had third grade basketball coaches, yo.
I know, man. I know. I just when I saw that decision, I was like, I don't understand.
But that's a Brown decision. You already know
that's really what it is, and that's the problem. They got to stop letting LeBron call the shots there, man, because that's why they haven't won a championship yet. Well, moving on from sports, man, we'll go to animated and / TV shows because 1997, they ain't have a whole lot. But so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run down all the things that premiered in 1997, man. So we're going to run down the things that premiered in 1997, starting off. Oh, shit. There we go. Starting off with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, premiered in 1997. This was a major cult classic. I never really watched this, but it did premiere in 1997, ran for several seasons. And basically it was a teen drama / she was a vampire slayer. So it was all based on these supernatural elements. Not a bad show, but it ran for a very long time that I never really watched, but it premiered in 1997. Another show that premiered in 1997, South Park. This show I did watch, created by Trey Parker and Matt Stone. This animated series premiered August 13th, 1997. And this right here, one of the best shows out, still running to this day. This show is known for its controversial humor and just it's a cultural phenomenon still to this day. Another show that came out in 1997, a spinoff of a popular show that we do know, Beavis and Butthead, which I didn't know that. This was a spinoff of Beavis and Butthead, but this was an animated show that MTV came out called Daria, premiered in 1997, March 3rd, 1997, and basically just follows the life of this very intellectual yet sarcastic teenager named Daria. And I did not know, but this thing lasted for 5 seasons. 5 seasons.
Yeah.
Another thing that came out in 1997, Pokemon. Okay, everybody knows about Pokemon. Pokemon is still out to this day. Premiered in Japan in 1997. It became a global phenomenon. And this basically is, it's an anime on the adventures of Ash and Pikachu. Everybody knows who Pikachu is. You don't know who Pikachu is this guy right here, down here. So look, who doesn't love Pikachu, even if he's cute and cuddly? Another thing that premiered in 1997, King of the Hill premiered in 1997, January 12th, actually, 1997. This is created by Mike Judge and Greg Daniels. This animated sitcom lasted 13 seasons. Mm-hmm. That's a long ass time. It's very humorous and heartfelt life of Hank Hill and his friends, as you can see him here. That fucking funny. I have watched King of the Hill, and it's actually not a bad comedy at all. And King of the Hill is actually
I watched the whole. I watched the whole. He said I watched so many King of the Hill. I watched a whole lot of King of the Hill. King of the Hill is probably one of my favorite cartoons, like animated shows. Ever.
Yeah. Honestly, I see why it lasted 13 seasons because it's really funny.
Like Dale, all I need is Dale. I could do Dale all day. Yo, pause.
What's the other guy named Boomhauser or whatever?
Yeah, Boomhauser. But Dale, to me, Dale was the star of the show. Yo,
Dale's the one with the glasses, right?
Yeah, he crazy as fuck. Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah.
I thought about it.
But what are y'all thoughts about these shows, man? We'll start with King of the Hill since y'all know about that one. Let's go with this.
I mean, Bobby was funny as shit. You know, him Bobby trying to figure out life. Yeah, King of the Hill is great, man.
Everything about King of the Hill is funny, yo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. They was just out there. I think they were in Texas, you know what I mean? Living that propane life, yo. He's just trying to.
Could y'all ever understand the guy with the gold hair, the way he would mumble talk? Could y'all start to understand that?
I understand everything. Like, you listen to him, you can understand everything he's saying. But I probably got the mush mouth. I got the mush mouth anyway. Not probably everybody. Shout out to Big Mike. He used to be like, yo, Ali, stop talking in the mush mouth. Yeah, I talk in the mush mouth. So, he is my spirit animal. Shout out to Boomhauser, my spirit animal. I fuck with it.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, and I will say this, like you said, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I've never watched one episode of it. I watched the movie. I love the movie.
I never seen
the movie. Is good, and the movie was
really good.
It's what brought on the TV show
because the movie came out in like '92, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Buffy the Vampire Slayer to me was kind of like in the charm realm.
Yeah, it was right there. It was like a teen campy, yet it
wasn't my
audience.
It wasn't for me. Yeah,
it wasn't my cup of tea.
But it ran for a long time. I think Sarah Michelle Gellar. I think
this season ran a long time. I think I don't have the stats from. I think it ran almost 10 years. It was a long time.
Yeah.
What about South Park, man? I know you guys watch South Park.
South Park. I mean, I think South Park is like The Simpsons, where I love it, but I just fell off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's still on and out. But I did watch.
It's still on now. It's funny.
The Ozempic movie was funny. Yo. They call that shit Lizzo. Like, you get that new Lizzo.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, they wilding, yo. But I mean, South Park. I can't act like I've been watching it all these few years, but when it first came out, like when of that age where I was watching it, yo, it was hilarious. I mean, it's still hilarious because when I do see clips, I'm still laughing, yo. So I mean, Trey Parker and what's it, Lyles? I can't think his name.
Trey Lyles. No, that's
Trey Parker. Trey Parker. Matt Stone.
Yeah.
And then what's the sport they made up?
Basketball.
Basically,
movie.
Actually, that movie was pretty funny too, yo. That movie was pretty funny, yo. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
The funniest shit though was Team America.
World America.
Fuck yeah.
Yo, with the puppets, Team America is one of the funniest shits ever made. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Have you seen that, Corey?
No, I haven't. What is it? What is it? A spinoff of what? Teen America?
It's not a spinoff of nothing. It's about it was a movie they made. But it's like
it's fighting North Korea.
It's about Team America, like a group of like air pilots and shit. They be like, America.
No, I haven't seen that. Oh man.
I mean, it's kind of a play on like America Saves the World. You know what I mean? It's kind of tongue in cheek. Yeah, you know, they were going to
not kinda. It is South Park.
It is South Park. Yeah. Fighting Kim Jong Il, he was the leader of North Korea, and now his son Kim Jong Un is a leader now. But going back and forth and making him like look bad, he was fucking pissed behind that when it came out. Like he put a hit out on them and everything. But he really can't do nothing. North Korea can't really do nothing. But no, I think South Park. I think those two got away with so much, still get away with so much. They're like, to me, it's like The Simpsons on steroids. I mean, The Simpsons will touch some subjects, but South Park will come in your house and kick all that shit off your table.
That's how South Park really puts it to the max. They have a movie that just came out, I think, at the beginning of this year called Into the Pandaverse. Very funny. If you guys have a moment to check that out, it's a very funny movie. But I love South Park to this day, man. That South Park is hilarious to me. One of the best animated shows is still running. But damn, they're almost 20 years. They're still going strong. Ain't skip the beat.
This crazy story is my better half, my wife. She was a crazy South Park fan. She probably kill me if she ever watched this. She'll watch none of these shits anyway, no matter. But like one of the first things this was like very well, because we knew each other was time gapped and we reconnected. But just the first when we was young, fresh out of college when we first met, like her birthday, I bought her a Cartman doll. Yo, she used to be addicted to South Park Cartman, like all that shit. I bought this big ass Cartman doll, yo. I was like, yo, that's great. Everything's
Cartman out of pocket though.
Yeah. Cartman was for forgot. Respect my authority.
Yeah, that's Cartman.
Oh my god, yo! This is that's interesting information though, because I would never put that together. South Park and your better half together, yo.
Yeah, me neither. That's interesting to know.
She was like beyond like I used to go around there. That's all we fucking watch. Yo, this shit was crazy.
Oh wow.
And R.P. Kenny. Oh, we died every episode, yo. Kenny, the little rats come take his ass away. God damn, Kenny, yo, stop dying, man.
Kenny dies every episode.
Every episode.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought you were about to say something. So we're going to have to skip this and kind of put a downer on it, but we're just going to touch on this so we don't have to go into a big detail in this. But this was the year, unfortunately, of Princess Diana's death. And these photos actually were the last photos that Princess Diana did take before her unfortunate accident. So this was the year on the unfortunate accident. And if you haven't had a chance to watch The Crown on Netflix, watch The Crown. That particular last season that focuses on Diana, whoever the actress is that played Diana, kills it. She does a fantastic job. But I just want to touch on it that unfortunately this is the year that Princess Diana got in there with the fatal car crash. And this is the last photo shoot that she took.
That was a sad. I remember that happened. Like it was kind of like, we talked about big. Yeah. That was a major death. This was like a global death. Like everybody was sad. You know what I'm saying? Because she had two little boys. Yeah. But I did watch The Crown, and the funny thing about The Crown, I read so much about the people that contributed to the story of The Crown, like the storylines and the information. Like it was people who they were like maids and butlers and handlers and everybody that was that covered the royal family. And they painted the royal family in such a bad light that nobody they have like approval ratings and shit, right? The approval rating was like one of the all-time lows, you know what I'm saying, after The Crown came out. Because everybody realized especially the way they treated Meghan Markle and Charles.
Absolutely.
Charles dating married Camilla. Queen Elizabeth, people they kind of changed the way they looked at her and all that stuff, because you gotta remember, everybody thought the British
they thought they were up here,
and then
a lot of the
stuff started coming out.
The Crown
and then Prince Andrew with the Epstein stuff.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so this
whole bunch of stuff.
It was crazy. Yeah, you guys have seen The Crown, go watch it. It's fantastic. It really is. It really is. So let's go ahead and touch on the hotties of 1997. So here we go. Hotties of 1997. Now,
y'all just let me with that shit across. I'm over here looking at this chat. Y'all let me with that shit across my face the whole time. And this is why I'm like, yo, y'all don't be caring about me, man. Y'all don't like
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Let's go back.
I mean, I done took the shit off now. Like, the shit is just sitting there. Y'all motherfucking looking. I know y'all look at the same screen I'm looking at. Nobody's like, yo, Ollie, you got a big "this is media" across your face. Y'all don't like me, yo.
I wasn't even paying attention to
it. I know. It is what it is, yo. I'm just, all right.
So here we go. The hotties of 1997. I'm not going to lie. I don't know who this girl is on the left, but I know she's played in sitcoms and in movies. Her name is Nicolette Sheridan. But she pulled up on the list as one of the hotties of 1997. So I had to put on the list. Of course, Toni Braxton is on this list. She's definitely one of the hotties of 1997. She had quite a few hits out. Ashley Judd is on this list. And I couldn't fit the fourth person, so I just had to put it as a group. En Vogue made the list. Actually, En Vogue had a song out this year called "Don't Let Go," so that's why they are on this list. This is the list of the hotties of 1997. So, your thoughts on this, fellas, before we move to the hunks of 1997?
I mean, Nicole Sheridan, like I said, the only thing I know her from is from Desperate Housewives.
I don't know her at all.
That's it.
I know she's on another sitcom. But I never remember.
Yeah, you must have Googled her because I don't know who the fuck she is. She holding that cat though. Like that motherfucker definitely eats some fancy feast. That motherfucking cat right there eats some fancy ass cat food out the can. That motherfucker peel back. That shit be looking moist as a motherfucker. Like, yeah, that's it. The cat eats well, yo. So shout out to the cat, yo. You know what I mean? Yeah. It probably has a motherfucking, I don't even know, a royal last name. I'm trying to think of a royal last name for a cat, yo.
Like, I don't know, yo.
What's that?
Sir Cheshire.
Yeah, that's Cheshire. Yeah, Cheshire. Yeah, that's definitely. Where's Cheshire at? Where's little Cheshire?
Like, that is a kind of a weird picture, though.
Yeah. It seems. Karen says she was in Knots Landing. I didn't know that.
That's what's up, yo. And shout out to the Knots Landing. Headboard where she got the posts right there for that headboard that all goes, so she must be royalty. But I'm gonna say really I do know Ashley Judd, yo, so I can't say that. But I had to lie, she would probably never made my list for like a hottie. But Toni Braxton, I do want to get on this. Toni Braxton, unbreak my heart. Toni Braxton, back then, before she got it, see her sister done fucked up. You know, this week we get into TMZ zone. The black, like, you know what I mean? What's the sister's name to be everywhere, yo?
Tamar
fucked her whole shit up. Toni started fucking whole shit up. But back then, right now, look at that picture right there.
Right now, she looks great.
Great. Whew, I was in love with Toni Braxton, yo. I cannot lie, yo. Unbreak my heart.
Yeah, the one, John, the one in the middle is Toni Braxton.
Yes. And she broke my heart, put it together, broke it again. Should have broke it again, yo. She was like, you would never see me. Break my heart. And matter of fact, Toni Braxton into the TMZ, she broke up a whole basketball team, yo. Remember the Jason Kidd, Jimmy Jackson? But back in the day, the people knew Jason Kidd.
Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, damn, I forgot about
Dallas
that.
Mavericks coach. He played for the Mavericks, Jimmy Jackson, Jamal Mashburn. But I guess Jimmy Jackson was dating her. Jason Kidd might have snuck in, did whatever. They ended up breaking up the whole team over that shit, yo. Like this is Toni Braxton was motherfucking ruining franchises, yo. So no telling how many marriages she ruined.
She's it's funny though, like
go ahead, my bad.
No, I'm saying you're right because I remember when that happened, and you know it's real when they ain't really want to speak about it. When they ask,
they ain't want. Yeah, anyway, everybody was like, no comment, yo. So yo, Toni Braxton was doing the thing, yo. And then of course En Vogue was fire, yo. En Vogue, I don't know. It's sad because the only one I know is Dom. Dom's like the star, probably.
Yeah, Cindy,
Dawn.
Cindy was the tall one. But I do like Cindy. Nah, Cindy was the tall one. Yeah, on the left.
To the left.
Cindy was the
Dawn
baddest.
In the middle.
So if we're doing hotties, Cindy was the baddest. Dawn was the star. The other two, I don't know. Go ahead, if you know. My bad.
Maxine, I can't remember the last one. Her name. Ooh, as soon as somebody's gonna say it, I'm
Yeah,
like,
I can't remember the
her
last one either.
But,
Terry.
Terry. That's right.
Yeah, Terry. Yeah.
But no, I mean,
the thing with
was,
En Vogue
I
is
think,
that they're all attractive, but everybody will find somebody in this group that they're like, yeah, that's mine right there. You know, because my personal favorites were Dawn, the two on the left. Those are my personal favorites. The two on the left. The one,
Dawn, she ended up even
left
going
center, and the one on the left.
What I just said, which is gonna be 90% of everybody's favorites.
Yeah, but the one to me that I think had the best body was the one on the far right. To me, that's what I thought had the best. Her bottom half was something to marvel.
I don't remember. I didn't even remember her name, so I definitely don't remember her.
Terry.
Yeah, it was definitely.
But shout out to En Vogue though. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. I used to like the joint that used to sing with the like what's the military type shit? The army, like the bugle shit.
What a man.
Yeah, but how did it start though? But it used to start with something.
Oh, it's the Bugle Boy, the Company Beat.
That's Company B. Oh yeah.
Company B. I don't know why I used to like that shit, yo. Maybe because I watched some old movies.
Yeah, it's nice and catchy. Yeah. So let's get to the hunks of 1997. So we're gonna get to the hunks of 1997. So this is the list here. My man Denzel Washington made the list, and Lorenz Tate, of course, from Love Jones, he makes the list. Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic, and Johnny Depp makes the list. He was in a movie in 1997 called Donnie Brasco. So these are the guys that have made the list of this right here. So
Donnie Brasco came out in 97.
Donnie Brasco came out in 97.
Good movie.
Yep.
That's a great
movie. Sure did. Yeah. You know, I don't really have much to say on this list. I mean, pretty much these are the guys. I mean, these were the hot guys. I mean, it is what it is. I like to see what you guys. Oh, okay. So Valerie said Johnny Depp, loved him since Crybaby. Okay.
I fuck with Valerie because y'all still ain't seen. I ain't seen Crybaby yet.
No,
I haven't seen Crybaby. I haven't seen Crybaby. Yeah, I haven't seen Crybaby. No, I have not.
I was also say, what was Denzel in this year? He was just hot.
Denzel.
I guess
Denzel is really big, not for what he did this year, but the previous year in '96, rolling into '97. So he was just the top guy in Hollywood, really. I mean, it was just Denzel. You know, honestly, he didn't come out with any movie in particular.
Yo, Denzel will be 70 years old this year, yo.
Damn, for real.
Yeah, I believe it.
Wow.
I watched Equalizer 3. I believe it. That more 3 years.
Damn. So
speed that shit up.
Equalizer 3.
I like Equalizer. Equalizer 3 fire though. I like the movie, yo, but don't get it twisted. I know what it is. I know it's this. They just speed that shit up. You like,
yeah. They do it. They bring the camera in real close and speed it up, so he looks like he's doing a whole lot. But yeah, Equalizer is pretty good. All right, so these were the hunks of 1997. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys as I did last time. Not these guys on the show, but you guys out there in the chat, the couples of 1997. So let's go here. The couples of 1997. So this is the first one. We got Jack and Rose from the Titanic. What do y'all think about that?
Good choice.
Or
good choice.
Is it Ross and Rachel from Friends? Or
curveball.
Is it Martin and Gina from Martin TV show? So these are the three couples of 1997. What do you pick out there? So we'll talk amongst them. You guys will let us know in the chat who you think should be the couple of 1997. Let's run back to those.
Run back them all. Yeah, run back them all.
All right, we got Rose and Jack from the Titanic, you know, which that's a good one. We got Ross and Rachel from Friends. And we got Martin and Gina from Martin. So, which ones do y'all think? Real quick, man. Which ones are you leaning on here?
We got one for Martin and Gina. We got one for Ross and Rachel.
Yeah, one for we got one. Okay.
I mean,
okay. So we got two for Martin and Gina. Okay, we got one for Jack and Rose. Okay. We got 3 from Martin and Gina. Okay. All right. So it looks 3. And then we got 2 for Ross and Rachel and 1 so far. So, all right. What are your thoughts? Which one are you going to lean on, Phoenix?
I mean, if I had to say couple, even though Martin is my favorite TV show ever. But half of 1997 is the show went down because Gina and Martin was beefing. I would have to give it to Rose and Jack, even though Rose was a emotional terrorist and manipulated that man to killing himself for his love. That's probably the best couple, yo.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a good way to describe her. Emotional terrorist. She was. She was jihad to the heart, yo. You know what I mean? She was like, yo, what the fuck?
She led this man on, yo, and killed him.
Led him astray. You know, Rock ain't laying on him. You know, she laying on him. He led him astray. Jihad. Yo, what the fuck? She got 20 virgins and 20s, whatever, when she lived. So I can't say she got 20 virgins. He ain't get shit. So
she let it be 117, yo.
117. Still like, I wish you would got on this board, huh? But
yeah,
I'm with Phenom. Like, I mean, with this, like, what can you say out of these choices? I mean, I'm not a big Friends person, big Martin person, but when it comes down to it, I mean, 1997 that year, Titanic, biggest movie of all time at that time. They got to go. They got to win.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's interesting because the majority of the chat, we got Gina. They winning by 1, and Ross and Rachel is next, and these are last as far as the chat goes. But you two have picked this one. It's
only because they had a $1 billion movie, and I mean, Valerie did make a good point. How could they be a couple if they was engaged, Joe? But you know,
that's true.
They picking their favorites. I'm trying to be
we had couples on here before that weren't ever actually married. They're just love connections, you know. So I guess I should put couple/love connection on this moving forward.
But hold up, I might. Did Ross and Rachel get married? I never watched Friends, so
they eventually did. Yeah,
I never watched Friends.
But Martin and Gina was married longer. They had a stable relationship. They only broke up like once. They got back together. No, twice.
Yeah.
I mean, but they did.
I wanted to send my vote.
They did have a whole season where they can't be in the same scene together. So
Valerie said that Jack and Ross was more like a hookup.
Yeah, because it was the Titanic was only 3 days. So I'm
just saying, but Gina put the temporary restraining order on Martin, though, yo. So
that's a wild story, yo.
You know, like honestly, when I'm doing it, I'm leaning towards the Titanic. I'm leaning towards the Titanic and Gina and Martin. Those are the two that I'm leaning more towards. But you know, we are leaving it up.
Shout out to Zozo Bob.
She wore a headboard for her man.
She did wear a headboard for her. When her headboard got stuck in that shit.
Oh, okay, Kathy. I'm sorry. I did not know that they weren't married. Okay, I thought that
Gina definitely. She did a lot for Martin, yo. She put it with a lot.
Well, looking by the votes, then it is Gina and Martin.
Yeah, the high school reunion, yo. What's it? Pretty Tony.
Pretty Tony.
Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Yeah, Pretty Ricky was what they call him.
All right. So we going by the chat. So it looks like Gina and Martin won this one as far as the
I ain't mad at that.
You know, they won this one. Yeah. And my bad, Kathy. I thought they were married because they did have a baby together, but I guess they weren't. So thank you for clearing that up. But yeah, so Gina and Martin won. So there we go. They had a couple in 1997.
On Friends?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go, man. That's a couple in 1997. But this is great, man. Like I said, 1997, not a bad year, but not as much as TV and movies as we normally would have had, but it still had some pretty interesting stuff in 1997.
But you skipped over one movie.
Yeah, you're right.
You skipped over one big piece of technology that changed the game.
What's that?
In 1997, the DVD player hit the States in 1997. Yo,
very true.
You got to think about this. Remember when DVD players was like $1,000 or more when they first came out.
Yeah. When they first
DVDs was like, it changed the game because the DVD gave you like like behind the scenes. It gave you
I love
extended
that.
versions of everything.
Commentaries. Yeah.
All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it took and then when Blu-ray came out, it just took everything to the next level. Then
Well, do you even remember at that time they had two different versions? They had Blu-ray and HD. So I remember at that particular, if you wanted the really good copy of a DVD, there were two different versions at the time. You would either buy HD
standard
or Blu-ray. Yeah, so it was HD, which is high definition, or Blu-ray. Those were the two ones, and Blu-ray beat out HD. So now, of course, Blu-ray is what everybody goes to now. But yeah, DVDs were huge. But that's the reason why Austin Powers blew up, is because of the DVD. So yeah, DVD, man, they were expensive, but you can buy a DVD a dime a dozen now. Shit, matter of fact, I don't even know if DVDs even really sell anymore for real.
If you got a
they still sell
PS5, you got the DVD player.
Yeah, they still sell them. They definitely still sell them. Okay. And
I buy so much stuff on digital now, so that's why.
I mean, it's definitely not like it was. Like, I mean, it was a time when DVDs, motherfucker, DVDs, and then went to the Blu-rays and all that shit.
Yeah.
But DVDs was the time when that's when I got my I stepped up my I don't even know if I can say it, my torrent game. I was burning DVDs. I had to program the joint, having menus and shit. Like, I wasn't even just burning like the movie. I burn the movie. I have menu, chapters, all that shit. Like, I'll go boom, boom. Yeah. Yo, I got a stack of DVDs in my room right now. Hold on. Let me, matter of fact,
I got a bunch of DVDs too.
That's it in my
Man, I had a goddamn iPad.
I'm about to pull out a DVD right now. What
Look,
you got?
I just pulled off some off the top. Like, I don't even know to see.
This is the bootleg joint. Oh Lord, look at the bootleg.
Look at this. This is all the bootlegs back in the day. Because I used to burn all these joints. Love Jones. We were talking about Love Jones.
The DVD recorder.
Quantum Silence. Happy Feet. Saw 5. Look, I'm just looking at these shit. Zach and Mary make a porno. Like, it's all backwards.
I was just about to say that.
I literally have a whole stack.
I had some bootleg porn on DVD.
I used to burn DVDs. This was before Netflix and chill. It was like, yo, girl, I got what you want? Oh, I got that. Come on. Play it.
Yeah.
No, my wife.
That was a wild time.
And I was just like, yo, you name it, I got it. Oh, you want to watch what? Oh, I got it. I ain't got it. I will get it. Like, boop, boop.
Yeah.
That's what I was with my computer game hard.
That's so true, Valerie. The bootlegs now have the casino ads. That's so true.
Yo, they do. They do. Prize picks.
Yeah. Hate that shit too. The little commercials keep coming up.
Yo, that's what it is, yo. My bootleg game, my bootleg game was good, yo. Because I went for buying it. I was like, yo, why am I paying you? I was like, I know. Where you getting them from? And I just looked online. I was like, oh, you can just get them from here? I was like, fuck, get them.
Well, that was prior to, because we used to go to Blockbuster and rent DVDs and just burn them. You know what I'm saying? And then when the torrents start coming up, like I said, I had a motherfucking eye patch and a peg leg, yo. I was sitting there pirating everything. I was recording video games. I was movies, whatever you can do. I was doing it, yo.
Yeah, it's funny. I got this whole thing. I mean, of course, now I know Zo's about to stop exposing your bootlegs that shouldn't have no bail money. Because I just brought some shit on, I don't know if it's a shit on Paramount about bootleg, like the piracy game. Y'all should watch it, yo. It's funny, yo. About dude out of Shelby, North Carolina, little small county that was bootlegging everything, like to set up all the torrents, because that's where the CD manufacturing company was. So they were still in the CDs and uploading them, but it's crazy. But yeah, that's what it is. Like, I don't even know why I keep that shit, because I don't even have a DVD player. I don't even have a CD player.
I got one DVD player.
You got an Xbox? You got an Xbox?
I ain't used.
My Xbox, I got an X. I got an X. I only got an S. I mean, I got an S. I only got it. It's all digital. Like,
yo, John asked a question. Did y'all remember this? Did y'all have one of these? The disc cleaner?
No, I had a washcloth and some Irish sprays. I had that kind of a cleaner for the DIC. 2 washcloths, one for your face, one for your balls. So I got one of those. Shout out to John.
That's funny. Yeah, I had a disc cleaner that was garbage. It barely worked. It barely worked. I was like, damn it, this shit don't even work. Oh man, that's funny, man.
I was trying to figure out what he put in there. I was like, oh, he had a misspell. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the first Laserdisc movies.
Yeah, those just wild, big joints. Yo, John, his table had his all one. And I was like, yo, I got one of them cleaners. Like, I got hands. So yes, I clean. Look, I have to clean and make them dirty. Like it's the cleaner and the dirty. What the dirtier and the cleaner. This one might make it a little dirty. This one wash it up a little bit. So I got it both, John.
I knew what you meant, John. I knew what you meant. You missed the letter there, but I knew what you meant.
The yin and the yang, brother. I do a little both. I do a little both. It get a little dirty, get a little clean. What's up?
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Well, look, I think this is a good time to end the show. I mean, we're almost been going on for 2 hours here. This has been great. Thank you guys so much. We got 22 of you guys on. So if you're still on, thank you for hanging on. Hit that like button. Please smash it. Bang, bang, bang. We really would appreciate that. But I definitely, Jabbar, you're absolutely right. I don't think physical media will ever die. We're always going to need it, even though things are really pushing more towards digital. You still need that physical media. I have a VCR to this day that I won't even throw away
too.
Just because I'm like, you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
But thank you guys, man. This has been great. Shout out to everybody that's been commenting and joining and riding with us all this time. You guys have been great, man. I mean, look, the list goes on. Valerie, Shannon,
97 wasn't as bad as I thought, yo.
Wasn't as bad. Karen, as always. Please, Zozo Bob. If I forget you, I deeply apologize. Pittsburgh, Toddy, Jabbar, just everybody. MCAP, thank you guys so much, and it's so many of you guys. But other than that, man, 97 wasn't as bad as I thought. So this has been really great, man. Yeah. Anything else before we roll out of here, guys? And
no, man, like, share, subscribe, check out the channel. Look, I tell everybody, man, like, yo, if you want to know what we got on the channel, click on the playlist. We got playlists for everybody. You can go down there and see what you want to listen to that day. It's a lot of videos. We do a lot of songs.
Yeah, I'll be like, we did a lot of videos. So definitely, so thank you. Like, if you're looking, hit that search feature. We got a lot of songs. Do appreciate everybody for stopping by. And you know what it is. I'm just gonna mention, throw it out there, because times are changing. Like, the channel is growing. And we're about to get on this Patreon. I said Patreon. I might get on the Patreon too, on the Patreon. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Patreon.
So we're gonna Patreon here coming up. So definitely, be on the lookout for that. Whether you're a free member, paid member, just trying to join the community.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have a lot of some perks and things coming with that. So for those out there that are interested, we're going to be starting the Patreons to add a little more perks to those that want to build up the community and get a little extra stuff from us. And we're also going to be having a channel membership that will have some additional perks too. So just throwing that out to you guys, so you guys will be on the lookout for that, because that will be coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Venus, anything you got before we roll out of here, brother?
Absolutely.
So you got some, he's like, absolutely. Shout out to MCAT. We're gonna be sipping the Patreon with the Punani.
With a Punani. That's right, yo.
Patron with the Punani.
It's hilarious.
We should come out with a T-shirt that says right that, yo, sipping Patron with a Punani. Yo, everybody, only people that follow us would know what that means. I love it, man. I love it. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much, man. As always, this has been great, and we will see you guys next week with the year 1988. All right, thank you guys. Peace out.
Yep.